Hey there, what is up, everyone? This is Odin here, your friendly neighborhood Odin. Drawing on a coal page, working a bit, but it has been a bit. Speaking of a bit, it has been a bit since I uploaded a video. Lots of things to announce, lots of things to discuss. Number one on the things to discuss is we went over 100 subscribers. How did that happen? Who the fuck knows, man? I mean, I am totally shocked and grateful. I know that's not like some gigantic number, but considering considering how little I do for this channel, it's pretty good. Which also tells me they're not cheap subscribers. They're people who are actually interested in what I have to say, do, or whatever. I get good engagements, likes and comments and all that good shit. So yeah, I'm so grateful for everybody who subscribed, and it just blows my mind because, again, I'm doing everything wrong. You know what I mean? Hold on. Yeah, we're good. I'm doing everything wrong. Like that. I don't edit my videos. I don't have eye-catching thumbnails. The titles to the videos are all stupid. I don't have like intros or anything cool like that. It's literally just me, one take, single take into a microphone, no editing, drawing, not much drawing, mostly rambling on into a camera, or singing from my car. And that's it. That's what this channel is. And apparently a few people have enjoyed the content. So again, extremely grateful for anybody who's not only subscribed, but definitely people who engage, leave comments and talk about whatever subject matter we're talking about. And yeah, it's the coolest. What else is going on? I got this, and I got a bunch of other goodies. Let me go grab them. This hammer book. I won. I'm a winner. I won this on Lord Crackhead Jeremy's channel for his 1,000 subscriber, which is mine times 10, and he's way past that now. But yeah, it's a Jason Krager hammer book, all about a new Ragnarok. Such a fun story. I haven't read the whole thing, but the artwork is fantastic. Very cool style. Lots of energy. Yeah, so I'm really excited to dig into this. A couple extra stories in the back, some pinup drawings from various artists, one of them being Dan Fraga, which that was pretty cool. Boom. Or, right, this one. This picture's cool, too. I don't know who drew that. This one's easy when it says Fraga Boom, you know who it is. But I won that. Hold on one sec. Well, now I don't know what I did with them. Oh, for crying out loud. It's a big old stack. So Aldous, who's co-host on Lord Crackhead's channel, was the one responsible for sending this out to me. And it took a little bit, which I didn't care. I didn't even mind. It was free to me, of course, so I was just happy to win. But because it took a while, he was doing this really awesome thing of like, dude, I'm going to hook you up with some extra goodies, and he kept asking me, you like this? You dig that? And I'm like, I dig all of that stuff. So let me find that stack. It's around here somewhere. See how professional this is? If I were good, I could edit all that out. Look at this. Just a stack of books, all fun stuff. Kind of highlighted by this old school gold key book. Grimm's Ghost Stories. Isn't that phenomenal? Gold key, I mean, man, I'm afraid to open it up and find the date, but it's got to be pretty damn old. maybe even golden age. So it's Gold Keys, old school, man. And then, of course, he knew I was working on Cole. Sent me a bunch of Cole books, like that one. What else we got? Gosh, this is a stack and a half, man. So Aldous, thank you so much. It was a super cool move to do that. You didn't have to, but he did, and that kind of stuff. You know, if you're trying to like make fans, not even make fans. If you're just trying to be cool, like do stuff like that. Go give a little extra. It's always appreciated, or should be anyway. So we got Cole the Destroyer, plenty of those. Yeah, old school Marvel, Cole the Destroyer. Some great covers. I mean, this one here, man, look at that. Such a badass cover. Not sure who drew that. It almost looks like Buscema, but this might have been someone else. Gil Kane, maybe. Another one. By this axe I rule. Here's a really cool cover. Let's see the Thulsa Doom Wizard. They drew him with a skull head, which was really fucking badass. Obviously, where Thulsa Doom from Conan the Barbarian originated from is actually more of a Cole character. But plenty of crossover between the two. And then this one, I'm pretty sure this is Bill Sienkiewicz. This is a much newer Marvel Cole book, but look at that cover. I believe that's Sienkiewicz, the signature. So, got all those Cole books, the Grim Ghost Stories. Got the Epic Illustrated magazine with Barry Windsor Smith's Conan on the front. Or is that Conan? I believe so. It's got an interview with BWS and a short story Holocaust by Neil Adams. Judge Dredd magazine. American Reaper, Devil in a Dress, 2000 AD kind of stuff. And Solomon Kane Dark Horse #1. So all cool stuff. He knew I was a fan of Robert Howard. He kind of knew what I liked, but yeah, it was just really awesome to get that because, getting the one book for free, the Hammer book, was really what I wanted. They had lots of cool prizes, some original art, and some of the bigger tier stuff was gone by the time I won. But I knew if that Hammer book was available, that's what I wanted. It was very Odin-like to get that Ragnarok story from Jason Krager. So, yeah, very cool thing, and totally blown away by all this going the extra mile and just the channel in general. Super cool guys, super supportive, have been from the beginning, and now Lord Crackhead's killing it with his House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones content, and good on him, I just want to see people be successful, especially cool people like that, so awesome for them. What else is new? Oh yeah, I got a colorist secured for Unconditional Shove, which I'm very excited for, and I will be sharing images here soon. There's still some fine-tuning going on, and I don't want to share anything till we're fine-tuned out. But super cool dude, Damir Rosic, not sure how to pronounce the last name, I never asked. But Damir is a phenomenal colorist, super cool guy, 100% in on the project, excited, and that was the other thing, like his enthusiasm to do the colors on this book was, I could tell it wasn't just another job. He really wanted to put his best foot forward, put his stamp, and just make it awesome. So, and he really dug all the artwork and the style, and he gets the aesthetic we're looking for Unconditional Shove. So I couldn't be happier. Securing him as the colorist has made me almost gleeful lately because I'm just so happy. Because, to be honest, everybody from this point on has only seen black and white artwork for Unconditional Shove, including myself. So, to see it come alive with color is it's a whole new ballgame. It's totally different. So the two versions, the black and white and the color, are gonna feel night and day different. But his effect that he's doing is very much feels like old school EC comics covers. And that's kind of what I gave him for inspiration. I said, this is kind of the aesthetic we're going for, man. But, with modern sensibilities, but, and he just took that and ran. So yeah, going to be sharing some colored pages here soon, which, again, there's so many people that are on board, again, just because of the black and white. And they're like, really love the artwork. And I dig the black and white. And so many people are like, yeah, I'm just going to get the black and white. I love that. And I'm like, well, you haven't even seen any colors yet. But... And then plenty of really awesome people who have said, hey, I'm going to get one of each, and I'm like, dude, that's so badass, and I appreciate it. Because I'm looking forward to each version, just on my own, for my own chronology of work that I've done, This will be the first graphic novel I've had published, and I'm blown away with the process. I'm enjoying every moment of it, and just so grateful to everyone who's shown interest, anybody who's signed up on the sign up page, and just all the cool people I've got to meet through this process. It's mind blowing, and it makes me, like I said, almost gleeful. It's the gratitude I feel and the fun I'm having creating and writing and drawing and finding a colorist. I mean, it's just been, it fills my heart with joy. Like, I'm just overwhelmed with how awesome this whole thing has been. And, the campaign will do how it does. I'm not expecting a ton. It's my first go at it, and definitely going to help hooking up with James and Broken Compass Comics, but nonetheless, I'm a new creator. I get all that. I'm just going to be so thrilled to have my own copies. To me, that's going to be worth every step of the way. And obviously, I wanted to get in as many hands as I possibly can, and already have plans for Volume 2 next year. And and it's just going to get better as well. Like, even the process from when I started to where I'm at now, art-wise, story-wise, storytelling-wise in comic books, is just growing all the time. So I'm just loving this process. I'm loving everything about it. And so anybody who's been on this journey with me, or has come along, or is interested in the book, thank you so much. It means the world to me that people are interested. But again, like, I don't know if it's selfish, but at the end of the day, just to publish it for my own amusement is gonna be worth everything. So anyway, all that to say, Damir Rosic is our colorist. Awesome dude, and does a phenomenal job, and I'm really looking forward to sharing some of that with you guys and announcing it to the world on social media and stuff, because I really want him to shine on this, and he's already going to do it because he's so excited about it. So outside of that, I didn't have anything else, but that was all like pretty big, exciting news in my mind. I don't know. Getting the package from Aldous, that was fucking cool. Going over 100 subscribers, which happened a while back. Thank you, 80s Made Consumer, for sharing that out there. He kind of shared it on Twitter, like, hey, let's get this boy over 100. And here we are. So at 107 last I checked, which is pretty cool. And then obviously, having the colors for the book and working on pages like crazy. Kind of like I've said before, bouncing back and forth between the Cole book, which this is page 3, the Cole book, and the Unconditional Shove, so I can show some things. Because why not? That's what I like to do. Oh, there we go. Tarman! I drew that in like 15 minutes on 80s Made when we watched Return of the Living Dead with the 656 crew. Ray and Oliver, super cool dudes. love all the same things that we all do, and I just had a blast. Which is such a fun movie. So that was fun. So the last, let's do Cole first because I got this up here. I've shared these several times, but it doesn't get tired of sharing them. You know, we got page 1, and that one's where it all started. We got old man Cole there thinking and reflecting on his life of high adventure. And then we've got a frozen camera. That's what we've got. Sometimes these really intense images just fuck with my camera and freeze it. So it's frozen on Cole of Atlantis, the image. Yeah. Oh well. I can hold it up this way. Page 2. And we've got the servant girl telling Cole about the Wizard of Tuzanthun, and then Cole here riding his horse to the House of 1,000 Mirrors. And then I gotta hold him up. Unconditional Shove, page 60. They meet their backwoods friend there, and then have a flashback to causing a ruckus at a local cafe earlier that day. So I share all this stuff, and I've had people like, why you share so much, or are you not worried, and blah blah blah. And I'm like, you know what, I don't worry about it. For one, there's not a lot of people watching. Two, if you watch it, it's not like you're going to keep retain all that information and the imagery, or come back and look at it. You know, it's just to build hype. I don't mind sharing images, and when I share them online, they're kind of there forever for people to look at. But even then, you know, it's like, you know, I want people to know what they're getting into and see as much as they can, so that you know, it's either their cup of tea or it's not. But at least if it is, it's building the excitement, letting people know I'm constantly working on things. And you know, as I talk about this process too, and just growing with it, and fumbling my way around and trying to figure this stuff out, you know, I was thinking about how this year has been crazy. It's just been absolutely crazy, and not just for myself, but for other people I care about. And as I think about the people that kind of come and go in your life, oftentimes you hear this strong sentiment of you know, how much they're invested in you, and how much they care, and how much they love you, how much they're ride or die until the wheels fall off. And then they fall off. Not the wheels, the people who said that fall off. You know, whatever their reasoning is. You know, sometimes relationships or friendships just kind of fizzle out. But sometimes it's them making a conscious choice to cut you off. And you think back on all those things, like, I'm ride or die, I'm all about you, you know, like, I'm in your corner all the way. And then watch people somewhere along the line say, never mind. Psych, just kidding. And then they walk away, and you're like, well, the wheels didn't fall off. I'm still going forward. You go your way, I'll go mine. Fucking A, fuck you. But when I hear those things, you know, everything's to be taken with a grain of salt. You know, it's hard to trust that people are sincere when you hear these things over and over and over again, and watch people back out on them. And what it reminds me of is that scene in Army of Darkness. You know, after he bangs the chick, and then she's like, but what of all those kind things you said in the bedroom? And he's like, it's pillow talk, baby. It's just pillow talk. And that's what I feel like. People want to say the right things, say nice things, and you're like, I've heard it before, man. It's pillow talk. I get it. You know, you don't have to do that. Now, I try not to do that. And, you know, when I say, positive things to people, I really do mean it, until, you know, unless they totally screw me or something. But I'm not gonna look at somebody and be like, well, you don't measure up, so I'm done with you, or, you know, whatever. And I've had people give me a hard time about being non-committal sometimes. It's because what I say is my bond, you know. So if I say it, then all of a sudden the only thing short of me doing it is that I'm dead. So if I put myself out there like I'm ride or die, I'm all about it, you know, like, and say those things until the wheels come off, I damn well better mean it, because to me it's not something you just throw out there, you know. So I don't believe in pillow talk. That's got me in trouble a few times. Um, I don't believe in that. I believe in 100% what you say, and not just in the moment. Like, knowing that in the future I'm going to hold myself to what I said. And, you know, there's grace offered, you know, like from time to time you say something and you can't fulfill that promise. But nonetheless, you do everything you can either to make it right or just do what you say, you know. So, but that said, not everybody's like me. I get that. I've heard it too many times. So, you know, don't hate on these people. You know, don't listen to them. Take everything with a grain of salt. Don't hate them, but just keep walking. You know, especially when they're like, you know, you don't measure up or you're not good enough. Then you definitely just keep walking, because they're wrong. You know, prove them wrong. You know, especially if you've got this fire burning in your heart or your belly. You know, like there's things that you've got to do. You've got to make sure they happen. And you've got people telling you, like, you know, you're not quite good enough, or you're not this, or you're not that. Like I said, don't listen to them. Don't hate them. Just keep walking. Because they're wrong. They're absolutely wrong. You've got that fire burning in you. Just fucking make it happen. And that's the other thing. You can't rely on someone else to make that happen. Now, people come in and out of your life for better or worse to help you not go it alone. But nonetheless, just know that everybody views the world from the inside out. You as well, me as well. To where it's hard not to live selfishly or self-focused, because that's how we see the world from our point of view. And, you know, so when people make those decisions, you know, they live and die by them, just like you do. And yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of blathering on here, but yeah, when you've got that fire burning in you, just go. You know, people are gonna fall off, and sometimes people that you're really extremely invested in will just fall off, or even turncoat on you. I had that happen with a quote unquote friend not too long ago. Just basically accused me of all kinds of heinous things that were completely untrue, and try to discredit my name. And I was like, I don't know where the fuck that came from, but that's another thing. But again, just keep walking. You don't have to answer to anybody. If you live with integrity and you're doing what, again, that fire in your belly, what you're convicted to do, you don't have to worry about it. It's gonna happen, but don't worry about it. And then yeah, because I felt like I almost set it, because this is things, if you're a dad or a parent, you have to set an example of what that looks like. Not giving up, living with integrity. And I almost felt like I failed my daughters when I quit music. Now, I don't have any regrets about it, but I was torn because I really needed to step away from music to focus on them and being a dad. So it was very much 100% that's what I needed to do. But I was torn also because I don't want them to ever give up on a dream, a goal, what you're working towards. And at that time, that's what I was 100% working towards. Now, again, you have to make those decisions and live with them. And I'm so thankful that comic books and the revival in my passion for drawing and writing came about at this unprecedented time in comic books, where, you know, independent, crowdfunded, Comicsgate, all this stuff just kind of like has been a tornado whirlwind. And so I've reinvigorated that passion and holding a dream up and an idea that I want to, a goal that I want to achieve, a place I want to go, a pathway, you know. And yeah, maybe inclined, but I'll run up it, you know. And so I'm glad this came about because I want to show my girls that, you know, see the vision, make it happen, and if you consider it like a trade or a skill or an art, not only make it happen but continually make it happen, and always grow. And so these are the kind of things like I said, I kind of felt weird, like I want them to see that you can achieve what you try and you set out for. Because I had it plastered all over my house and in their rooms. They got sick of seeing it or hearing it, but I've always told them, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. You know, it's an old phrase, and it's one of those ones that no matter how you slice it, you know, you can be phenomenal and just always excel at what you do, but if you don't put in hard work, it will catch up to you somewhere along the line. Somebody's going to work harder and beat you. And, you know, we see that in comic books and music and all these things where people willing to work hard with less talent do better. Quite often. It's not about talent. I mean, it is about talent, but it's not solely about talent. So, and to a certain extent, talent can be learned and fostered and created. You know, no matter how phenomenal you are, you're not that way without at least a bit of dedication. So again, I try to teach them that, and I never wanted them to quit. I never wanted them to see that as an option, unless, so maybe they'll look at it the right way, unless it's damaging to go down that path and maybe not beneficial, then you walk it back. But otherwise, you don't stop till you achieve what you're trying to go for. So yeah. And that's despite, you know, plenty of people just basically, you know, like, yeah, I'm done with you. For whatever reason, you didn't quite make the grade or cut the mustard. You know, it's like, whatever. You know, I've lived long enough now that kind of shit is just what it is, you know. You're not going to get away from it. So like I said, just keep walking. Don't hate on anybody. Don't look back with all kinds of... you know, definitely not disgust. What's the word I'm looking for? Resent. Don't resent people. You know, people come in and out of your life for a reason, and you have your time together. You know, just enjoy it for what it was, and, you know, when it's time, you know, whether you decide or they decide. But oftentimes, somebody else says, hey, I'm all in. Then I do the same thing because I'm like, yeah, let's do it. If you're all in, I'm all in. But that's usually the thing. I'm usually the one left holding the bag, which is fine. It's my lot in life to a certain extent. Because I'm committed and I'm loyal. At least I try to be. So I'll stop myself before I start sounding like a pretentious douchebag. But these things are important, damn it. So, you know, keep them in mind. And wherever you are in life, whatever your burning passion is, go for it. And don't stop till you get it, unless it's damaging, or unless a better dream comes along. I don't know. You got to make those decisions for yourself, but don't give up because of what other people say. If anything, use that as fire and fuel, motivation. So that's it. I'll leave you like I usually leave you, which is just what I was saying. Wherever you're at in life, I hope that you're empowered, you're invigorated, you're kicking ass, and that you keep the dream alive and keep motivated. So, and dedicated, and buck a little discipline when you got to. Don't be lazy. Words I always got to remember. So. Anyway, until next time, this is Odin. Thank you for 100 subscribers. Thank you, Aldous, for the stack of books. Thank you, Damir, for joining the team. Unconditional Shove's creative team and doing the colors. And yeah, excited to show you guys that stuff. So until next time, we will see you later. Take care. This is Odin. Bye.